Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Yellowhammer Football Podcast here on the Lotus Sports Network. Check out the banner in the background. I am the Colonel, bringing Catfish back from his journeys and a week off. What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, man, just glad to be here for sure.
We
Not
tried
in
to,
Colorado.
we tried to hold down the fort. Me, Wayne, and Coach. We done what we could do.
Oh yeah,
But
y'all
let's
did
go.
pretty good. I liked it.
Let's go and get into it.
Appreciations.
Not a problem. Let's talk a little round two, second round of the playoffs. Didn't have a lot of games. But here we had Valley Head going to Marion County, coming up short, 6-27.
Dude, honestly, I we've talked about Marion County being a good game or a
Yeah,
good team,
yeah,
and they've had some oh moments or some hiccups,
yeah,
and it's kind of it's made me think that they're very beatable, but they're also like they can be some overachievers there
yeah.
because Valley Head had a running back that had over like 2,600 yards.
Lord have mercy.
Man, he was an animal, and I mean Marion County stopped him, and this is shocking. And I know it had to shock a lot of people, and I'm so happy for him. And I'm looking forward to the next round for sure.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. Going to have a challenge, I do believe. At Pleasant Grove going to Russellville and coming up with a big win, 37-14. This one wasn't really even close, I don't think.
No, not at all. And I think at the beginning of the year, we all thought Russellville maybe would get to the third round.
Yeah.
Or definitely past the second. And as the season went along, we didn't even know if they would make it, past the first round. So the fact they got the second round is a good year for me. And you got put out by last year's state champion. So
Yeah,
it's
that's what I
not
was
too
going
bad
to.
of a loss.
That's what I was going to say. You can't be mad about losing to this team.
Yeah,
Because didn't they knock Jasper out the week before?
No, Moody did.
Okay, it's Moody. That's right.
They beat them in at
Was
Jasper during the season.
Right.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
I knew I'd seen them before, but
their only loss is to Ramsey, which is probably going to be the state champion.
Yeah. I think that's what me and Wayne and Coach was talking about last week. Ramsey's the region leader and a dominant team.
Oh yeah.
But Pleasant Grove going into Russellville, man. I mean, that's a big deal. I mean, you got to, if you're Russellville, I think you're happy with this season, making the playoffs, getting to the second round.
Yeah.
I think you got to look for the good things.
Yeah, it's definitely. I wouldn't kick myself for it. It's definitely something to feel good about.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Then we had Fife going to Winston County, and this one shocked me because I thought Winston County put up more of a fight. Fife coming out with a win, 35-6.
The score's definitely misleading. I was there for this one, and Fife is the number one team in 2A, and they've got a historic program. I believe 8 state titles since 2014. I may be wrong on that, but I believe that's what it is. But Winston County actually played a pretty good game. Their drive stalled out. Now Fife ran the ball all over them on defense, or when Winston County was on defense, but and I don't think anybody can stop Fife's rushing game at all.
Right.
But
yeah,
Winston County moved the ball. I mean, they had their shots, and it was either drop passes, penalties, getting behind the sticks a lot that kind of kept them from making this a pretty good ball game.
Yeah, like you were saying though, Fife is the number one team in 2A, and they showed up.
Oh yeah, they did.
Let's talk about the helmets, man. Fife, man, look at that. That's an awesome helmet.
Well, they're called the Red Devils, and they went with the Tampa Bay style, but it's a devil on the in the flag. I mean, right. It's actually pretty. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I can't lie.
Yeah. Then we had Randolph going to Dora, coming out with a win, 47-37. That's pretty high scoring.
Yeah, Randolph was sitting there at 9-2, I believe. Yeah, and we had Dora all day. I know I would have picked Dora last week, but it didn't shock me because I know how good of a team Randolph can be. they've only had a team since I believe 2010, and this is the first time they ever got this far in the play. They've never been to the third round of the playoffs. So
Wow.
uh, they got up early in this one, kept the lead. Dora kind of made it close a couple times, and just they never could seem to get over that hump. And Randolph took it. They go in the third round.
Yeah, man, you got. I mean, if you're Dora, I think we put them in the same boat as Russellville. I think you're happy you made as
No
far as you
doubt.
did. You know,
No
it was a
doubt. Yeah.
great season, nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah. I mean, you're region champs. You got to, same way with Russellville. Yeah. Region champs. I mean, you got to be happy with that.
For sure. Then we had a surprise. Pickens County going to Meek, coming up with a win, 44-36. Man, we had Meek going all the way. I actually watched this game, and it was a fantastic football game. Pickens County driving late to get the lead, making Meek have to go 99 yards to win the game. Ended up being a pick six to end Meek's undefeated season and their playoff hopes.
Mm. Yeah. The only way I was getting the footage was from my group text from Doug Mountain Eagle.
Yeah,
And I mean, the whole daggone time, Meek was ahead. And I just, oh man, Pickens County kept getting closer, getting closer. I'm like,
yep,
oh.
yep.
You got to hate it for them, but you got to be happy with the season. I mean, it's just the best season they've ever had as a program.
Right, and I think that's a lot to build on. I think
Hmm.
they have proven they can win,
Yeah,
and I don't see them stopping. Now, we'll talk about Pickens County in a minute, who they're going to play this coming week, but they look like a good football team to me from watching the game,
yeah,
like a team that don't give up.
yeah,
Because they didn't. They played their heart out, and
yeah,
when they had to have a touchdown in the 2-point conversion, they got it. You
yeah.
know, so
And Meek's coach Houston Powell, he posted on Facebook, I believe it was yesterday or maybe the day before, and he was talking about how. Actually, it was definitely this morning probably, but he said that because this is Saturday, people.
yeah, yeah.
We're
This
recording on
Saturday, yeah,
Saturday. uh, anyways, he was talking about how his first season they went 1-9. The year before that, they had went 0-10,
hmm
and the past 2 years 19-4, I believe, for 5, one or the other. And it's an extreme change, and just that program as a whole. And you couldn't be more proud. I mean, yeah, you're kind of down because you got knocked out, and it's still
yeah,
salty. But looking back on it, you'll always be able to say that you were region champs. You beat Addison. You went to the second round of the playoffs. You had an undefeated regular season, something that's never been done. It's definitely it'll be salty for a little bit, but looking back on it, they'll love this season.
yeah. I mean, you've got to be upset with the loss. I mean, I think that's human nature.
Yeah,
But I think it might take them a year or two, but looking back, they will feel accomplished for this
yeah,
season because I do believe that it will build upon for next year.
yeah,
And I think Meek's going to become a really big, you know, team in their region and everything.
yeah. Oh yeah, no doubt. And yeah, well, I'll get into that when somebody else makes an appearance.
And here
Here
we
it is.
go.
Here
Had
it
Ad-
is.
we had Addison going to Lynn. We had it for game of the week. It probably should have been this last game we talked about. Lynn coming up big, 41-14.
I mean, huge Coach Hastings, huge for the Lynn Bears. I mean, I'm so happy for him. Uh, couldn't be more proud of them boys. And sitting at 2-8 last year, and now here they are headed to the third round of the playoffs. How incredible! Redneck Hill was alive and popping with some fireworks. It hadn't happened for me. It's been a minute since I've seen that happen at Redneck Hill, but of course I hadn't been to a lot of games there this year, uh, as I would have been the past few years. But I went to this game last year, and Addison had their way with Lynn at Lynn. It was a regular season game. Uh, Quarterback ran all over him, and he also had a pick six. And I know Lynn had been waiting on this and just getting a chance at Addison.
Yeah, for sure.
And with this win, every team like Winston County, Meek, Lynn, every one of them beat Winston County's pride and joy in Addison, man. And it's just you never see that.
No.
Addison is never on the bottom.
Yep.
And it's strange year for football.
Yeah.
Look at Alabama.
Yeah, and I know it. I know it. Yeah, we barely got a win today.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, Tennessee. But yeah, shout out to Lynn. I'm so happy for him. It's gonna be crazy next week.
Yeah, no doubt. And we'll talk about that right after this commercial break. Hey guys, the world's a tough place. We just talked about some of these teams losing a football game. But, life's a whole lot tougher than a loss in a football game. Guys, if you think you might be feeling depressed, stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, today's sponsor should help you. Today's sponsor is BetterHelp. BetterHelp offers licensed therapists who are trained to listen and help you. Talk to your therapist in a private online environment at your convenience. There's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 plus therapist network that gives you access to help that may not be available in your area. And guys, just to be honest, if the help is available in your area, you might have went to high school with a therapist or college. You might not feel comfortable talking to somebody that you know. And that's understandable. Use BetterHelp. All you got to do is fill out a questionnaire to help assess your specific needs, and then you get matched with a therapist in as little as 48 hours. Guys, 2 days, you get the help you need. Then you schedule secure video and phone sessions, plus you can exchange unlimited messages, and everything you share is completely confidential. You can request a new therapist at no additional charge anytime. Guys, go ahead and join the 3 million plus people who have taken charge of their mental health with an experienced BetterHelp therapist. All you got to do to get 10% off your first month is go to betterhelp.com/loaded sports network. Check out the link at the bottom. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/loaded sports network. Go ahead and bring in Catfish. Ain't that right, buddy?
Oh, yeah. Y'all check it out. If you know anybody that needs somebody to talk to, let them know about it. Don't forget to use us.
Yeah.
After the slash.
That's right, guys. One more time, 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com. BetterHelp, HELP.com/loaded sports network. Link at the bottom. You can see it on the screen. That'll get you 10% off your first month. Guys, check it out. Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Yellowhammer Football Podcast here on the Loaded Sports Network. Again, check the background out. Hope y'all enjoyed that short commercial break. Don't forget to check out betterhelp.com/loaded sports network. But let's get into it. Third round of the playoffs. We're going to do both games as games of the week. We're winding down the football season for us. But starting off, got Marion County going to Pickens County. It's going to be a good one.
It is. I believe Pickens County got them in during the season.
Yeah.
It's been a great year for Coach Cal Williams and Marion County. Ty Madison at quarterback. He's had a heck of a year. He's got two excellent, lengthy wide receiving weapons that he utilizes a lot. And I mean, they can move the ball on anybody. It's just clock management, keeping the ball, not turning the ball over, things like that that'll ruin anybody's chances of moving on in the playoffs. So if they can keep the ball, if they can minimize turnovers, I believe they stand a chance beating Pickens County right here and maybe by a couple touchdowns. But if they turn the ball over, it'll be a different story. Vice versa, or it'd be the other way around.
Right. I think you're right. I think if Marion County can keep it clean and limit their penalties and stuff, they're going to have a shot. Pickens County's going to be ready to play, though. Just coming off beating Meek and stuff, they're going to be fired up. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I'm going to try to sit down and watch this game. No doubt about it.
Like we talked about in earlier episodes, Pickens County's used to being the boss hog around here. Yep. They're used to picking teams off like Lynn and Meek and Marion County every year, and it not being a problem for them. So Lynn finally got them this year, first time ever. Let's see if Marion County can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just got to see, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Marion County. I think they're going. I don't know if it's an upset or not. It probably is,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna go Marion County. I think they keep it clean and they score some points.
And I mean, Marion County's had the richer history in the past decade
Yeah,
as far as championships goes. When you look at teams like Meek, Lynn, Addison, and stuff like that, but as far as like these past few years, Pickens County's pretty much dominated these teams.
yeah. Second game is Lynn going to Coosa Christian. Boy, that Coosa team's tough, man. I think they beat Hackleburg in the
Hackleburg.
first round.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they stomped Hackleburg. I think Lynn would do the same to Hackleburg, to be honest with you.
yeah,
Uh, Lynn surprised me in a lot of the games they've won, and like as far as winning them, we always had them winning. But as
yeah.
far as like the spread, they have just like ran away with most of these games. If Kale can stay healthy, they have a chance to beat anybody. He's elusive. He's more elusive scrambling than he is in the pocket. But if they get him, if we can get Kelly running the ball right off the bat, they can do a one high safety look. That way we can start throwing more deep routes, and he'll hit a couple fades on the sideline in a good game. And hopefully this is their good game, and hopefully they get it done against Coosa Christian right here.
I believe it'll be a close game. Just my uneducated opinion. But I got to go with Lynn, man.
Yeah.
Let's keep rolling.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So, but guys, that's we're gonna wrap the show up shortly here. Next week's show is gonna look a little different. We're gonna update some logos and some backgrounds, and we're gonna start covering some high school basketball. So it will look a little different. We will cover the results of this third round play and continue forward if that is the case. But don't forget to check us out next week for all the new stuff. But you got anything else you want to say, bud?
And it's also going to be not just boys.
Yeah.
Of course, if girls had football, we'd cover them too. And when flag football gets a little bit more popular, we will.
Yeah.
But it'll be boys and girls basketball varsity.
Yep.
And I'm excited about it. I know the Colonel is as well, and Wayne and Coach. I mean, it's going to be a new thing, and I know we're ready.
Yeah, I can't wait for everybody to see the new opening video and the new graphics and stuff. Wayne's put a lot of work into that, and I want to thank him on air. Thank you, Wayne, for all that stuff. But I just want to thank all the high school football teams that we've covered this year, man. It's been incredible. It really has.
It's kind of exciting in a way as far as, all the kids we covered in football. A lot of them play 3 sports, and we'll get to see them in basketball and then baseball, and then the head coach of football could be the assistant coach on a baseball team.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, guys, that's what our plan is. We plan to cover, varsity men's, boys and girls basketball, cover baseball and softball when it starts, and then pick back up with football next year. So you ain't got rid of us yet. So, but guys, I just want to thank everybody for listening. The show continues to grow each and every week, and that is all because of you. I want to thank you again. Don't forget to check out lotusportsnetwork.com. Click the link, buy yourself a t-shirt, help support the show. It might not mean much to y'all, but it means a lot to us, because truthfully, we don't make any money. The more money we make, the more stuff we're able to do.
Yeah.
You can check out the video show on YouTube or Spotify. Listen to it anywhere you find your favorite podcast. And guys, we hope we're a part of that group. I'm the Colonel. He's Catfish. You just heard the Yellowhammer Football Podcast. And guys, we'll see you next time.